Yes, this is very important. Your personal brand, or just personal brand in general, is powerful. Having a personal brand now is the equivalent to having a reputation 100 years ago. You only can go as far as your brand takes you, and having a powerful brand back in the day, having a powerful reputation meant that you had a lot more opportunity, a lot more people would have attention directed at you, which means you could sell more, you had more attention, money follows attention, this whole thing. But now it's at scale having a personal brand. So you might say, well, what is a personal brand? You are a personal brand. You're a personal brand right now. Maybe you don't have content out, but that doesn't neglect the fact that you're a personal brand. Your personal brand just isn't very powerful at the time. So understanding all that can change, but when you understand the power of personal brand, it's what people think when they hear your name. Basically, that's what a personal brand is. When people think of Luke Life Charms, that's my personal brand. Of course, that's me. My name is Luke, and I am my personal brand going under the name of Luke Life Charms. But you need to understand that the personal brand is powerful. Your personal brand is not affected by this economy, for example. Your personal brand is not affected by where you go and what's going on in the market and everything, because your personal brand is you. It's your reputation. So just because I lost $100 today doesn't make your reputation go down at all. Now, if I lose it because of you, yes. But if your personal brand is right, then you understand that your personal brand is still valuable. And most of the time in hard times and hardships, your personal brand, if you've built it right, is more valuable when times are hard, because you provide a solution for people, you provide relief, you provide entertainment, you provide instruction on what to do. So understand your personal brand is you. It's your reputation. But before, my reputation, if it was 100 years ago, my reputation is only by people who met me. If you met me, you know me. Okay, he was a good guy, nice. But now we do it at scale, meaning that people can meet you right now. If you have a personal brand online, people can be meeting you right now, getting to know who you are right now. While you're watching this, you're not even on it. You don't even know that they exist. But because of your personal brand, which sits on the internet, where people can arrive to and see what's going on in your life or whatever it is that you're sharing, they can buy your products, they can do all this. This is all your personal brand. And your personal brand is just growing. It's just growing and growing and growing. But you need to, or it's not even but, it's and at the same time, it doesn't require your 24-hour being there for people, for your personal brand, for your personal brand to grow, if that makes sense to you. Meaning that once you put content out there, you put content on the internet, that's there. So people are going to come, they're going to like you, they're not going to like you, they're whatever. You're going to filter the ones who do like you, and they're going to move on. What else does this person have? Now they found your podcast. Now they're going to listen to it even more. So, what else? They have a product, they have a book, they said that they like this, so let me look. So they're building their own web off of your personal brand, while because you've put all this content out there on the internet, you're still here. Maybe you're with your family. Maybe you're playing with your dogs. Maybe you're just relaxing, but you're here. You've put the content already out there, and that's all representing your brand. Every piece of content you put out there is like adding a brick to your brand, adding a brick, and understanding for your personal brand to grow doesn't require you tearing down everyone else's bricks that they're setting up, because yours is not affected by it. You just keep building brick by brick, content, piece of content to your personal brand, and understanding that if you've built it right, if you've built it online, all of this stuff is growing as you're growing. So as your content is growing, more people are coming in, more people are, now you're here, you're laying the bricks of your personal brand. So finally, when you're tired, you take your little break. Your brand is still here. People still come to it. People still are watching. People still read. People still listen. So that's the power of your personal brand. Your personal brand is your reputation to the world. It's not only your reputation, but it's your representation to the world that we're living in now. We're living in a digital world now. Having a great reputation is a great thing to have. Having a great reputation, this is the best guy who works on cameras, this is the best guy. But that how far does that get you? The people who know you, the people who were around you during that time, but in 10 years, or if the shop closes or you get sick, then this all goes away. Having it on the internet, now you're that guy. Now people are coming to you. Now you can give the people who are coming to you a product because you've become that guy. To give you a very easy example is, I just love Poland. So I've been coming to Poland. It's a little bit hot, but I've been coming to Poland for a long time. And I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed being there. I enjoyed interacting with the people, getting to know people. But over time, my personal brand came very attached to it because of the reputation that I got there, how people treated me when I was there. So that made it a very strong bond. So basically what happened is that as I did that, my personal brand got growing even when I wasn't even in that country anymore. People still watch the videos, they still consume the content. So then I became like Mr. Poland. I became the person people would write like, we're going to Poland, what should we go see? Hey, we're in Warsaw, what should we go see? We're going to Warsaw, we're going to Krakow, we're going to Poznan. And all of a sudden it was just like, what? Like, how'd you guys get that? And then I looked online, I saw, oh, this content that I produced, people were still watching it as I was working on other pillars of the personal brand. So you have to look at your personal brand as a city, and you're building it. You're building all this stuff linked to it that people all can consume even while you are not in the city. So building your personal brand is tough, but once you're done, it's done. Once I film this personal brand mastermind right here, it's done. If someone wants to talk to me about it, here you go. Check out the mastermind, it's there. I talked all about personal brand. And then you understand like, okay, because people are attached to brands. Like, why do people buy a Louis Vuitton bag? Think about it. Like, even myself, why, like one of my dreams when I was growing up was like, I wanted to have a Louis Vuitton belt. I bought a fake one when I didn't have any money. And then times changed. I was able to buy a wallet, and it was just something small, and it just fulfilled the dream without breaking the bank. But as I had the wallet, it lasted me forever. I still use it sometimes. And it was just like, this is just a leather wallet. So what makes it so cool? Then I was just like, the brand. It's Louis Vuitton. That's what makes it so cool. Is it a better leather than just the leather you'd find? I don't know, maybe a little bit. But the shoes, Jordan, I have plenty of Jordans. But what makes Jordan so great? Is this shoe a lot better? The brand. It's the Jordan brand. It's powerful. The guy doesn't even play anymore. Like Michael Jordan doesn't even play basketball anymore, and he made $80 million last year selling shoes because that's his brand. And you understand the power of brand. And we are all brands. Not that big yet, but you're small. Everyone started small. And you just build brick by brick by brick every single day. And you'll be surprised where you're at in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. Now you've built bricks. Now you're building legacy. Now you're reaching to a whole completely different thing. And your personal brand, if you've built it the right way off of you as an individual, goes much further than what you do. You know, it's who you are. People know, oh, I like this guy. He's funny. Look at Will Smith. He's a brand. Will Smith has been in plenty of movies, probably hundreds of movies, I'd say. Hundreds of movies, no? And you look at him, he's his own brand. He can break off and do his own thing right now, and it doesn't matter. We're attached to him. He's his own brand. Now he has his own YouTube, his own Instagram. But that's power of a brand. He can launch his own clothing line, his own movie that he films. He can do whatever because his brand is so powerful, and that follows you everywhere. So everything you do, your vacation, going here, you can implement all of that as your brand. And your brand is not that stuff that you do. Your brand is who you are. And this is just a reflection of it. And people see, oh, you like this, but you like other things as well. But maybe you attract people from each section of things that you like who come to you for advice. So finally, you understand that, oh, personal brand is powerful. It doesn't change. People get big money because they have a big personal brand. LeBron James, arguably one of the best players alive at the moment who's playing. And it's just like he has a powerful brand. And people believe in his brand, so people come to the games. And that's why they pay him so much, because he attracts so much because of him. He's his own brand. So if you get something out of section, it's understanding that you're building your brand. One piece of content at a time, one podcast at a time, one video at a time. And you can change your strategy at any time. You can change the way you do videos, change the way you do podcasts, change the way you write. It's still your personal brand, and it's just evolving. And that just happens naturally. So when you understand it, you understand that personal brand is one of the most powerful things you can build because it's your reputation. It precedes you. People can watch it at any time, listen to it, read it at any time. And the thing is, if you produce it the right way on content that is timeless, 1 year from now, 10 years, 20 years from now, people still watch it. Even when you've long gone and done something else or you're enjoying time with your family, they still can watch you, consume your content, buy your products, benefit from it, and all that is still raising your personal brand while you've moved on to the next thing, building your personal brand there. So personal brand is powerful, and if there's one thing I can tell you guys to do with all the content and for you to understand that every piece of content that you put out is part of your personal brand.